As a lot of people already know, or maybe you don't know, especially for the last couple of days, there's been a lot of talk about Dr. Disrespect, the reason behind this Twitch ban. There was a person who brought out, they claimed they was a former employer of Twitch, and they brought out that he was having sexting conversations with a minor. Now, if you don't know what sexting is, just in case by some reason you don't know, it's text with sexually explicit content. And I was looking because I'm been a fan of Dr. Disrespect for a long time. I was a fan when he was on Twitch. And I'm still a fan following his YouTube page. And the reason I like Dr. Disrespect, I like his rants. He has some of the best rants out there. And so I find him entertaining. I like to watch him, but especially now with these allegations coming out. The reason I am particularly making this video is because a lot of people are saying, "Oh, he did it." No, he didn't do it. Now, if you can look it up, I'm not going to go into how this all. You can just look up Dr. Disrespect, Twitch allegations, and all that info. Because I'm not going to repeat what people have already posted. But what I am going to do is say why people should not be taking sides until there's better development, there's more information. Now, when this whole thing occurred, now let's say, now just for the sake of argument, this isn't picking a side, just for the sake of argument, let's say this did occur, right? Here's the question that I think people should be asking, and should be asking with good intent. If this occurred, why did Twitch not notify the parents what was going on? Number one. Number two, why didn't their legal department take action, as in stating exactly why he's being banned? And, or if there is anything involving in a minor, why did they not forward it to a city DA or a state DA and where Dr. Disrespect resides? Because it would be a felony, worst case scenario, or in best case scenario, a misdemeanor, and let the DA decide if it's something that's prosecutable or not. Now, with the we've been talking about the NDA, the non-disclosure agreement. Now, I don't know what the terms of service are with that. Well, not terms of service, but stipulations are with that. Not terms of service is the wrong word. Where you have a non-disclosure agreement where you can't talk about something for a certain amount of time. I don't know if it was 4 years, 5 years, or indefinite, or whatever it may be. But if the non-disclosure agreement is the time limit has expired, that's why people may be bringing this out. But the people who are going to say that he did it are the people who don't like him already. Or maybe there are people that don't like him, but there are people that just assume any type of allegation of this nature, the person must be guilty, or why would someone be talking about it? What people should be asking the people that brought this out, the former Twitch employees, they should be asking, okay, did you work in the department that actually oversees the whispers? And do you have actual physical proof that you can show us? That needs to be the first question that needs to be asked. And so that way people can make their own decision on whether or not, okay, he really did something wrong or not. Because without that, it's all hearsay. Now, let's say he didn't do it. Let's say he didn't do it, and these are just allegations against someone who doesn't like Dr. Disrespect. If they're not, number one, if it's not true, it's slander for starters. And number two, if they're not true, what he should do is take immediate defamation and slander lawsuit against the person, because they're giving deliberate false information. That's what he should be doing. If the allegations are incorrect. Now, I'm not saying he has to. I'm just saying it would be a very excellent counter to someone making false allegations against you, because these are pretty serious. Because dealing in that kind of situation, it can of course, it can lead to loss of your career. Not just with the gaming. It could be anything: loss of job, loss of business, loss of license, maybe, just depending on the situation. Could lead to prosecution, time in jail, maybe time in prison. You lose your home, lose your finances. destroys your marriage. It also does a lot of damage to people who have any association with him, because now there's going to be the issue is, okay, you was associated with him. Why did you do this? And people are always going to say they didn't know, but it just raises up all these questions from no matter what side you pick, whether you agree with it or disagree. That is why everyone needs to wait to see if there's really going to be any solid evidence that he did do this. And the only solid evidence would be disclosure, specifically of physical evidence of showing the communication that took place. Now, some people might even say, well, his account's been deleted. That's no longer there. That's not true. Everything is stored in their database for a period of, I believe it's, I've got to check the laws, but all the laws require everything to be archived and databases for, I believe it's 10 years for legal purposes, in case there's any type of prosecution for whatever, something may come up, or a lawsuit or wherever it may be. So without that as actual evidence, it's a lot of he said, she said, they said, whoever said, and the only thing you can really do is decide, okay, are you going to believe it off word of mouth, or you want to see something that's true, so you can you can see that this is something that's real and something that needs to be addressed. That's why people should not, under any circumstances, pick sides until they have seen proof. And if this person that's bringing the allegations, and if they have access to it. Now, if they don't have access to it, what's the point of bringing it up unless you just want to start something because maybe you just don't like the man? I personally like Dr. Disrespect. Like I said, I love his rants. I don't got no problem saying it. I love watching him for his rants. I think they're hilarious. Now, if there is solid 100% proof that he was doing this kind of behavior, would I stop watching him? Yes. If I saw that there is something like that was occurring, and they produce the evidence and they say, yes, here's the evidence, it's posted, and yes, we are moving forward, forward to the DA's office, whatever, something like that. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm not having nothing more to do with this person, because number one, he's messing with people you shouldn't have any business messing with, and number two, just on the ethical side, for the double jeopardy, he's married. So that is a reason why no one should be dealing with allegations that they haven't seen proof that the person is doing. And a lot of people say, well, it makes sense because of this and because he did this before. Okay, yes, I understand that you're saying that everything adds up for behavior, but has it actually been proven? Because there's a lot of people who've been accused of this stuff and come to find out it never actually occurred. Just there was someone out to get the person and ruin their career. That's why I'm staying neutral in this. Even though I like Dr. Disrespect, I'm taking no side until I see physical evidence that he has actually done something that's criminal involving a minor.